Miranda gets it in on Double XL. She's gonna be dope. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna be dope at what she does. She's a great journalist. I respect her. I appreciate her. I would do anything for this young lady. She gets busy. She's one of the people that inspires me. Like, it's certain people that inspire me. Like, I look at like Karen Civil. I look at you. I look at people like, you know, Nessa out in Oakland. And it's like, that's what keeps me like, I gotta stay on my shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they out here working. You know?
Oh, I appreciate it. Oh,
absolutely.
I'm speechless.
It seems like you said, the committee that's picking the awards, like, a lot of the times it's people who really aren't in touch with every genre. Like, how do you feel about that? Because to me, it's kind of just, it's been going on a little too long where we have people who don't really know what's going on, choosing who wins what.
Well, you know, I got over that early on. My first run, like my first album, is you can't ask for a bigger launch or a bigger impression musically, and there's no Best New Artist award for that actual album. You know what I'm saying? And my confirmation of it being a classic, along with the way people appreciate it publicly, the sold 13 million records. Like, it's obvious that it was the right material for that actual time period. And I mean, they give awards to artists that don't even exist anymore. They're not even around anymore. It's because they felt like it was safer to award that person and afraid that kids would actually want to be 50 Cent if you gave them those trophies. You know, and it's a point where people trying to be responsible stops them from giving those trophies to the right people because of the creative choice or the content that was created. You know, and that doesn't help any.
Yeah.
You know, it still doesn't prevent the artist from being as influential as they're going to be.
Well, working with Snoop, now, do you feel like, you know, you guys are kind of similar. Do you, like, has he given you any advice that, you know, that you've taken along with you through the journey?
Yeah, he gives me tons of advice. Like, we learn together, as well as him teaching me stuff that, you know, is like, if he would have known it back then, he would have done it different. So he just gives me the keys to the game. Me and Snoop did a movie, and we're writing another one, too. Yeah.
Cool. So what's going to go in the second one? Is it a continuation of the first one? Or
Yeah, we're just going to be like a little older, a little better. Yeah.
Are you guys putting out another project along with the music project along with the movie?
Yeah, there'll be a soundtrack, there'll be music videos, there'll be all of that. Another tour, too.
Why did you decide to go with your mixtape title for an album?
I just wanted to stay in that same mentality as making a mixtape for this album, because I felt like I gave the label what they wanted with the first album. Now I want to give my fans what they want for this album.
Okay. Well, how are you adjusting to fame?
Sometimes, you know, it could be making me want to go crazy, because it'd be like everybody just be calling me at one time. I'd be like, damn, like, whoa, I'd be wanting to throw my phone sometimes. But then when I come outside and I see the love, like, everybody, you know, and I'm smiling at the end of the day. I remind me why I do it.
And then, what's going on with your debut album? Have you been working on it? Who's on it? Tell me about it.
We got Ty Real on it. We got Roddy Rebel. That's about it.
We're now at your 8th studio album. What kind of Usher are you giving us on this album? Are you giving us 8701 Usher, Confessions Usher?
Oh, that's the two that you like the most?
Yes.
Okay, cool. A little bit of all of them. I mean, I'm even going back to my way a little bit, too.
All right.
Yeah, so here's the thing. In making this album, I don't think I was inspired by anything more than really kind of the freedom of where I was in making all those albums. And while they probably were inspired by other artists, this album I decided to listen to my own music.
Yeah.
And really go back to, I guess, the source of what I had done throughout all of the years, because I realized that over the last 20 years, right, with Confessions, that's a 10-year anniversary for that record. But over the last 20 years, at every benchmark where I decided to make an album, I represent something different to that person. So I want to make sure that no one feels left out, that everybody gets a little bit of what they love. That is Usher.
And now you and Birdman are getting really close. Is there any chance that you might sign to Cash Money?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Cash Money, one of my idols coming up from the bag of clothes to just changing the whole game.
And if it doesn't, you know what I mean, it doesn't. But, you know what I mean, I haven't signed a deal at the moment. I'm still independent as we speak. Other than that, man, like I always say, I'm trying to make the movement bigger than life. And if it works out with Cash Money, it works out. But if it doesn't, Birdman will be my uncle for life.
Now, you have to tell me why you came up with that Full Speed title. Why did you go with Full Speed?
The Full Speed title really, you know, besides me being somebody who's into like racing and into fast cars and stuff like that, I think the Full Speed title for me musically kind of represented just me feeling like, you know, at first it was the My Own Lane album, and then, you know, that was kind of like me dipping through different lanes and making them my own, and that was kind of like the concept with that, to where the next Full Speed album is a little bit more, I feel like, just growth and confidence in the direction that I'm trying to go. So it's kind of like full speed in a certain direction, like a goal.